while we explore on who won the competition. The crowd roared as Arrow emerged from the river first, her wet, slender frame shimmering in the sunlight. The other 4 contestants lagged behind, struggling with the strong current. Arrow glanced over her shoulder, her heart pounding not with fear, but with determination. This was her moment, a chance to prove her worth, not just to the villagers but to herself. As Arrow stepped into the dense forest, the atmosphere changed. The air was thick with the scent of moss and damp earth, and the only sounds were the rustling leaves and distant chirping of birds. The treasure, a golden crown encrusted with jewels, was hidden somewhere deep within the forest. The contestants were each given a map, but the path was fraught with challenges designed to test their intelligence, agility, and courage. Arrow studied her map carefully, noting the landmarks and potential pitfalls. Her sharp mind, honed by years of careful observation and culinary precision, quickly identified the shortest route. She began to run, her long legs propelling her forward with a grace that surprised even her. The first challenge was a rickety wooden bridge hanging over a deep gorge. The ropes creaked ominously as Arrow stepped onto the planks. She hesitated for a moment, fear gnawing at her resolve, but then she heard the distant shouts of the other contestants. She couldn't let them catch up. Summoning her courage, she crossed the bridge swiftly, her balance impeccable despite the swaying ropes. The next trial was a puzzle etched into a large stone slab. Arrow had to arrange symbols representing the 3 kingdoms into a specific sequence to unlock the path forward. Her mind raced as she recalled the stories her father used to tell about the kingdom's histories. Within minutes, she solved the puzzle, and the slab shifted to reveal a hidden path. Meanwhile, the other contestants struggled. 2 of them got stuck at the bridge, too frightened to cross. Another couldn't solve the puzzle, and the last, though determined, lagged far behind Arrow. Unbeknownst to Arrow, Asak had followed her into the forest. Consumed by jealousy and anger, Asak was determined to sabotage her sister's chances of winning. She watched from the shadows as Arrow approached the final stretch of the journey, a vast open field leading to a lone tree where the golden crown was hidden. As Arrow neared the tree, Asak stepped out from her hiding place, blocking her path. "What are you doing here?" Arrow asked, startled but not entirely surprised. "I can't let you win, Arrow," Asak spat. "You've ruined everything for me. Now it's my turn to ruin this for you." Before Arrow could respond, Asak lunged at her, grabbing her arm and trying to pull her back. The 2 sisters struggled, their emotions boiling over. Arrow, though smaller, was surprisingly strong. She pushed Asak away, her voice trembling with both anger and sadness. Why do you hate me so much? I've never done anything to hurt you. You existing is enough." Asak shouted, tears streaming down her face. "You took everything from me, my love, my friends, my life." Arrow stared at her sister, her heart breaking. "I never asked for any of this. All I ever wanted was to be accepted, to be loved." Asak hesitated, her grip loosening. For a brief moment, it seemed like the bond they once shared might be rekindled. But before either could say more, the sound of the other contestants approaching broke the spell. Determined not to lose, Arrow sprinted toward the tree. She reached it just as one of the other contestants emerged from the forest. Arrow searched frantically among the roots and branches until her fingers brushed against something hard and metallic. She pulled out the golden crown, holding it high for all to see. The crowd erupted into cheers as Arrow returned to the competition grounds, the crown gleaming in the sunlight. The king of the host kingdom stepped forward, his expression one of admiration and pride. "Behold the queen maiden of the 3 kingdoms," he declared. "Arrow, of Irumi Kingdom, has proven herself worthy of this title through her strength, intelligence, and perseverance." Arrow's parents cried tears of joy, their daughter's triumph a vindication of her worth. The villagers, who once mocked her, now looked at her with awe and newfound respect. Even Asak, standing silently in the crowd, felt a pang of guilt and regret. As the festivities began, Arrow was crowned and adorned with gifts from the 3 kingdoms. She stood tall and radiant, her confidence shining brighter than the jewels on her crown. She addressed the crowd, her voice steady and filled with emotion. "All my life, I've been judged for my appearance," she said. "But today I stand here not because of how I look, but because of who I am. Let this be a lesson to all of us. True beauty lies in our hearts and actions, not in the judgments of others. The crowd erupted into applause, her words resonating deeply with everyone present. Later that evening, Asak approached Ero. She looked down, unable to meet her sister's gaze. "I'm sorry," Asak whispered. "For everything." Ero placed a hand on her sister's shoulder, her eyes filled with compassion. "We're sisters, so we've hurt each other, but it's never too late to start again." The two embraced, their bond slowly beginning to heal. Ero's victory not only changed her life but also brought a new sense of unity and understanding to the villagers. She used her newfound influence to promote kindness and inclusivity, ensuring no one else would endure the pain she had. Years later, her story became a legend, told in the Three Kingdoms as a tale of resilience, forgiveness, and the true meaning of beauty. Ero and Asak, now inseparable, worked together to bring positive change to their community, proving that even the deepest wounds can heal with love and understanding.